Kevin had $214 in his checking account. 6 months later, he owned 7 acres of land in rural Tennessee. No bank loan, no credit check, no down payment. And the strange part? The seller was perfectly happy with that deal. Why would someone sell land that way? Because in rural land markets, the rules are completely different from what banks tell you. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what those rules are. New here? Subscribe? We cover raw land opportunities every week. It is free. Most people assume land investing requires thousands of dollars up front. And if you go through a traditional bank, they are right. Banks typically require 20 to 50% down on raw land. That is $4,000 to $10,000 on a $20,000 parcel before you have paid a single cent of the actual purchase price. And that is assuming the bank will even consider the loan. Many will not touch raw land at all. But here is what the banking system does not advertise. The majority of raw land transactions in America never involve a bank. They are done directly between buyers and sellers, with payment terms that no bank would ever offer you. Today, I'm walking you through the 4 strategies that make buying raw land with little or no money down not just possible, but completely standard in this market. Let us get into it. Strategy number 1, owner financing. This is how Kevin bought his 7 acres with $214 in his account. Here is how it works. Instead of borrowing from a bank, you make monthly payments directly to the seller. The seller becomes your lender. You agree on a price, an interest rate, and a payment schedule. No bank approval, no credit check, and often no down payment at all. Now, here is the question most people ask. Why would a seller agree to this? Think about it from their side. They own a piece of land that has been sitting empty for years. They are paying property taxes on it. They are getting nothing from it. An offer of $0 down with $150 a month starting immediately is dramatically more appealing than waiting for a cash buyer who may never show up. Kevin found a 7-acre parcel in Tennessee listed for $8,400. The owner had inherited it from his father. He lived in Ohio. He had never visited it. He just wanted it gone. Kevin found the owner's phone number through county records. He called the owner directly. He offered $0 down, $150 a month for 60 months, at 7% interest. The owner said yes the same day. Kevin spent $0 at closing. That is not a loophole. That is a motivated seller and a buyer who knew how to ask. How to find owner financing. Land search these terms on LandWatch and Lands of America. Owner financing available. Seller will carry. No bank qualifying. You can also make the offer yourself on any listing. If the seller owns the land free and clear, meaning no existing mortgage, they can offer you financing directly. Ask. The worst they can say is no. Strategy number 2, the option agreement. This strategy is less commonly known and extremely powerful. Here is the concept. You pay the seller a small fee, sometimes as little as $200 to $500, in exchange for the exclusive right to purchase the property at a fixed price within a set time frame, typically 30 to 90 days. During that window, you do not own the land, but nobody else can buy it either. What do you do with that time? You find a buyer willing to pay more than your option price. You assign your option contract to that buyer and collect the difference as profit. Example, you pay $300 for a 60-day option on a 5-acre parcel at $4,500. You find a buyer willing to pay $6,000. You assign the contract. You collect $1,500. Total money spent, $300. One important note here. In some states, marketing or assigning a contract you do not own may require a real estate license. Always verify local regulations before moving forward with this strategy. When in doubt, a $200 call with a real estate attorney can save you from a much more costly mistake later. Strategy number 3, lease with option to buy. This strategy is ideal if you want to use the land before you fully commit to buying it. You negotiate a lease with the seller, typically $100 to $300 a month for rural land. Built into that lease is an option to purchase at a pre-agreed price within a set time frame. Some sellers even apply a portion of your monthly payments toward the purchase price. So you are essentially test driving the land while building equity at the same time. Hunters, who want to verify the property before committing. Homesteaders, who need time to assess the land firsthand. Investors who want to secure the deal while arranging financing or finding a buyer. Strategy number 4, partner. Financing. You find the deal. Someone else provides the capital. Here is the structure. You identify a strong land opportunity, good location, clean title, solid comparable sales. You bring that deal to a private investor or a partner. They fund the purchase. You manage the process, research, closing, marketing, and selling. Profits split based on your agreement. Typically split 50-50 after the partner recoups their investment. This means you can participate in land deals with $0 of your own, as long as you can identify deals worth bringing to someone. Where do you find partners? Real estate investment groups in your area. Facebook groups for land investors. People in your network sitting on savings that are earning almost nothing in a bank account. A well-researched land deal, bought right and sold right, is a compelling proposition for someone with idle capital. The honest reality. I want to be direct about something. No money down does not mean free. It means no cash at closing. You still have obligations, monthly payments, option fees, lease payments. The terms you agree to must be honored. And before you pursue any of these strategies, do your due diligence on the property. Road access, zoning, title search, comparable sales. A no money down deal on a bad property is still a bad deal. The goal is to use creative financing to access a good deal you could not reach otherwise, not to skip the research that protects you. 3 mistakes people make with no money down land deals. Before you go out and try any of these strategies, there are 3 mistakes I see beginners make repeatedly. Learn them now. They will cost you later if you do not. Mistake number 1, agreeing to payments you cannot sustain. This is the most common trap in owner-financed land deals. You find a parcel you love. The seller agrees to your terms. You are excited, and you commit to $250 a month without honestly calculating whether that fits your budget for the next 36 to 60 months. Life changes. Income fluctuates. If you miss payments on an owner-financed deal, the seller can take the land back, and in most states, they keep everything you have already paid. Before you agree to any payment plan, run the numbers honestly. Can you make this payment if something goes wrong? If your honest answer is probably, that is not good enough, set a monthly payment you can make even in a bad month. Mistake number 2, skipping the title search. No money down deals are exciting. The excitement makes people skip steps they should not. The most dangerous step to skip is the title search. Who actually owns the land? Whether there are any existing liens or encumbrances. Whether the seller has the legal right to sell or finance the property. Without a title search, you could make months of payments to someone who does not legally own the land. Or the seller might have a mortgage on it that supersedes your agreement. A title search costs between $150 and $300. On a no money down deal, that is your most important investment. Do not skip it. Mistake number 3. No written agreement. This one sounds obvious, but it happens constantly, especially when the deal is done between people who know each other, like family members, neighbors, friends. They say we have an understanding. An understanding is not a contract. Every owner-financed deal, every option agreement, every lease needs to be in writing. It must be signed by both parties. Ideally, have it reviewed by a real estate attorney. The document should specify the purchase price, the payment schedule and interest rate. What happens if payments are missed? When and how ownership transfers. Without a written agreement, you have no legal protection if something goes wrong. A simple, properly drafted land contract costs $200 to $500. That document protects you for the entire life of the deal. 4 strategies make raw land ownership possible without a traditional bank or a large down payment. Owner. Financing. The seller becomes your bank. Option agreements. You control the property without owning it yet. Lease with option. You use the land while you decide. Partner financing. Someone else's money, your deal. Shared profit. Kevin had $214 when he found his opportunity. He had the right strategy, and he asked the right question. That combination is available to anyone. If this is the kind of content you want more of, the subscribe button is right there. It actually helps the algorithm decide whether to show this to more people who need to hear it. Next video, raw land versus rental property. Which one actually builds more wealth over time? The answer might surprise you. You do not want to miss that one.